Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jani, and this is a cross stitch channel where I talk about projects and fabrics and flosses, materials, and topics related to cross stitch. If this is your first time here in my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the content, and if you like, I invite you to subscribe and click the bell for notifications for new videos. I am a Mexican stitcher and I love to share my passion for cross stitch. And today I want to show you a recent purchase that I made. These flosses are from TEMU, and they are polyester flosses. So if you know me, if you have been following me, I really enjoy stitching with this type of floss. It's a polyester floss, very similar to the DMC, and unlike the DMC, is not cotton, is polyester, but it came in with the same composition with 6 strands, so you can use these flosses to stitch. I find these flosses really comfortable, a little softer than DMC, and the colors, the number of the colors are according to the DMC. But I mean, I find these materials great to work with, and the cost, the price of the materials is really cheap, you know, in comparison with DMC. So for me, when I'm trying to to make my hobby sustainable, this type of material, it's a great option. But they are not DMC, so sometimes the quality of the flosses is not 100% great, but it happens many times with DMC that we remember, mostly we stitchers who had a lot of years stitching. In my case, I have 40 years stitching, so I remember the DMC from many years ago, and the quality, it was better. But yeah, with these polyester flosses, you sometimes find some a little fuss in the thread, nothing really big, or sometimes you could find that. And because they are thicker than DMC, the coverage is better, but some stitchers might find that not okay with them. So yeah, my tip is that if you have the opportunity, give this a try. Perhaps you can find that you can use this for a certain type of design or project, and they work great. They are color fast, and the thing for me is, because I like to make my own hand-dye flosses, I use cotton-based threads like DMC, and with this polyester, you can use the same dyes for alter the color with this, but they are color fast and they work great. And another thing you must have taken care of is that even though the numbers are the same for polyester threads and DMC, the colors are not an exact copy. You can find you know, three differences between the original DMC and the polyester threads. So I recommend that if you want to use polyester flosses in a project, use just polyester, or at least don't mix a certain color in polyester and in cotton, because they are going to be differences. But I have been stitching many mirabilias with polyester flosses, and they look great. And even mixing DMC and polyester CXC flosses, but not for the same color. But yeah, it's another option. So yeah, and today I want to show you my new CXC flosses, or polyester flosses. In this case, the brand is Airo. I don't know if it's Airo or Sairo, SIRO, or AIRO. But yeah, they are, you know, polyester flosses. And I got the collection for the variegated threads. So these are 78 flosses, and the cost, the price depend on the promotion, and sometimes they have discount. So but I got this really cheap, about $6 for all the 78 skins. So it's a great value for the materials, but sometimes they are not as cheap as $6. You can find them at $10, $50, even $20. But even though it's a great offer, so I was you know, counting the pieces, and they are 78. And I have a few of the original DMC, so I was comparing. And let me show you some of the things that I observe, or that I can get from these colors. For example, this line here are the coloris line. These are just the variegated DMC, and these are the variation colors. So these coloris, the floss 4522, this is the polyester skin, and this is the DMC 4522, and you can see they are almost identical. The colors are so similar. I can find you know, a really a difference. They are so similar, and the polyester one is so soft. This is a little tough. But yeah, in this case, the match is very good, even though I don't recommend, you know, using in the same project the same color from different brands. So yeah, that's the only thing. But if you are looking for a substitution for the DMC 4522, this is a great option, and you can use this in a project and have the same result that with the original. So that's an option. But in other case, the match, the color is not as good as this one. For example, for this, the 93, which is just the variegated DMC. We have here the polyester one, and even though the colors are similar in the polyester, the colors are lighter than the DMC. So perhaps it's not a bad thing, because if you want a subtle change of color, the polyester floss is a great option, because with the 93 DMC, the change of color is more dramatic. But yeah, this is another option. Again, the substitution can work great if you want to use, instead of the DMC, a polyester one. You know, the colors are very similar. Let me show you another one. This is 4515, and in this case, this is the DMC, and the colors I find in this thread darker than the option in polyester. So you can see here that are different. So this is a really pretty skin, but it's not the colors of the are not the colors from the DMC. Those colors are lighter, and with the DMC you have more saturated colors. So yeah, in this case the equivalence is not very similar, so you can find that they are different. So in this case, I don't know, depending on the pattern or on the project, if you want a lighter version, you can use the polyester, but if you want the richer color, the DMC is the way to go. But yeah, they are really pretty colors. I love to stitch with variegated flosses. I find them so pretty in the project, and sometimes the floss does the work, because they change in your project and they look so pretty, and you just stitch the same way. Well, depending on the project, but I prefer to stitch with variegated flosses in the English method. With the English method, you know, stitching one full cross at a time, so you can see the change of the color, but you can stitch as you want. But yeah, I really love to add variegated threads to my projects, and I love to substitute. You know, for example, in Mirabillas, usually Nora, the designer, Nora Corbett, use water lilies, or you know, this hand-dye hand-dye silk flosses, and they are expensive. They are gorgeous, and I have a few of those flosses, but sometimes I don't have that specific silk floss, and I love to substitute for a similar color. So the DMC, or in this case the CXC or the polyester floss, it's a great option. Let me show you another floss that is different, but I prefer the polyester one. This is 4210 by DMC. This is from variation, the line, and you can see, because all this from the top row are variation, the variation flosses, and they are almost in the same family of the color, each skin, and the change of color, it's really subtle. And with this one, which are coloris, the change of the color is more dramatic. You can go from a green to a red to a white, and with the coloris, with the variation line, it's more subtle. So the color here is 4210, and it's from the variation line. And you see the DMC, the color is really subtle and really pretty. And in this case, the color is much more dramatic. But for me personally, I prefer this this thread over this one. I mean, both of these are beautiful, but it's just my preference. I prefer to have these changes in the color. So even though the both skins are different, you can choose according to the project that you are stitching. So yeah, I think at the end it's great to have, you know, options and have the opportunity to play with your project. I love to personalize my stitching, and to have that opportunity to be creative and change things and play with colors and playing with the option and the the imagination. So yeah, I think it's a great value for the cost of the skin. And if you have the chance, I would recommend it. Perhaps not getting, you know, the full collection, but you can try a few polyester flosses to see if you like that option. You can get them on Amazon, and I got on TEMU, and yeah, it was a really great offer. So let me show you a gift that I received, and talking about personalization, it's interesting. This was a gift from a dear friend, Mariana, and she made me this lovely project bag, you know, with a little quilting or patch. And yeah, I love the colors. And she gave me this hand-dye fabric. This is a linen Belfast, it's a 32, and it's from another friend, Janice Jaos. And yeah, it's a lovely color, you know, very me. I love to have these dramatic colors. And I just record my video in Spanish, and I was talking about these flosses and everything. And I said I love to work with variegated floss and dramatic fabric, but you know, to see combinations and these blues with the orange fabric looks so great. It's amazing. And perhaps this floss, the 4240, it's a little more dramatic here in the polyester version that in DMC, but I rather use this one than the DMC. So yeah, it's, you know, options and be creative and play. And my friend Mariana gave me this sulky, so gorgeous colors, and I was you know, showing the colors. And sometimes in a project, perhaps they call for this floss in particular, and you don't have this material, but you can substitute for something similar. And if you have this in DMC or in polyester, it's a great substitution, almost pretty much according to the colors, and it's another way to personalize your project and to make your hobby sustainable. And it's great. And in this case, the colors are very, very similar, and you can have the idea of this floss in case that you don't have that. And again, if you need to use one solid floss, you can substitute for a variegated one. You know, let me see, this the 115. I love this floss, this DMC. And you see, instead of using the solid color, the solid red, or this very pretty color, you can play a little bit using a variegated floss, and change a little and personalize your project. So yeah, I think it's a great option to have. And sometimes having all these flosses help us to play with things and see things different, you know, using different colors. Oh, this looks so pretty. Look here in the fabric, with this color and this green, and the, oh, so good. So yeah, I love to have these materials and to play and dream in new projects, and have that opportunity. It's great. It's some of the gifts that Cross Stitch gave us. Give us. So yeah, that's my video for today. I hope you enjoy this little floss talk, and take care of yourself, play with the possibilities, and have fun. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.